Hey, 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 Soul Tribe. Welcome to, I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my camera. Heart and Soul Conversations. I am Corey J, aka Coach K, and I am your transformational health, life, and trauma coach, and I help people transform their lives strategically after coming out of trauma in relationships. Hi, Charlene. Thank you for watching. So today, guys, well, first of all, I haven't been on in a while, guys, because I had an awful reaction to a detox that I was taking, and I mean, it was bad. Like, my face was just awful. So there's still a little redness and puffiness, but anyway, I wanted to come on today. I want to thank you for watching. I wanted to come on today and really talk about Black Lives Matter from a different perspective. Hey, Hollenberg, thank you for watching, love. It's got to be late where you are. I know it has to be. I hope all has been well. Black Lives Matter. So lately, there's been so much going on this year, period, between COVID and all of the deaths that have been going on in the Black community by, other people that aren't Black. I have white people in my family, so I'm very sensitive when I say certain things. I don't want to offend anybody. Hi, Handy. Thank you for watching. I may even lose some African American people today because of what I am going to be talking about and the perspective that I'm coming from. Hi, Darren. Thank you for watching. So, Black Lives Matter. Everybody's, it's Blackout Tuesday, and I've even been, blacked out and been supporting Black businesses and even promoting some because I have friends who are Black, women, Black men who are business owners who are phenomenal and who deserve the support, right? But I have a question, and I really want you guys to follow me. And I really am not in any way trying to offend anybody. I'm not. I just join me in the conversation, and I just really want to talk about it and just have some real talk, okay? Because we get to a place where we're saying Black Lives Matter. And we want everyone else in the world to realize how valuable and how precious our lives are as Black people, because we've been through so much as a people from forever, right? As long as we can remember, as long as we can really go back in time and history, history. I'm sorry, somebody's at my door. I'm not getting up to get that. So from history, we've been through a lot as Black people. Okay. Actually, hold on, let me get this. Okay, hey, I'm back. Yeah, my son's friends. So, again, sorry about, listen, I blew my hair out. I didn't feel like straightening it. I just wanted to come on and just have this quick conversation with you guys, because again, like I was saying, since the beginning of time, history, as we know it, as Black people, we've been through a lot. And it's documented. Yes, we have. What we've also seen is that as a community, do our lives matter to each other? I get confused. Today I think I'm having that moment, and I want you guys to join me in this conversation. Comment below, because I really want some dialogue to help me understand. And as you guys are coming in, comment down so I can acknowledge you. And if you're catching me via the replay, again, my name is Corey J, aka Coach K, and I am your transformational health, life, and trauma coach, and I help people strategically transform their lives after coming out of trauma in relationships, which is why I'm talking about this right now. When it comes to Black Lives Matter, within our own communities, I notice that our lives haven't mattered to each other. So how is it that we want everyone else to value the lives of us Black people? Hi, Jeff. Hey, Patrice. Thank you for watching. But yet we don't value each other. You have some Black husbands who aren't faithful to their wives. You have Black wives who aren't faithful to their husbands. You have Black children that do not honor their parents and Black parents that don't honor their children. So why is it that Black Lives Matter outside of the Black household? But when it comes to the Black family, we won't honor each other. Our lives don't matter to each other. Sisters sleeping with the sisters' husbands and boyfriends, and brothers taking the brothers' girlfriends and wives, and then we give birth to children that we don't take care of. Black fathers won't acknowledge their own children until they become something great and big, and then they can take something from them that they didn't earn because they weren't there. So please help me to understand, how is it that we can say our lives matter, but we won't even honor the lives that are Black that we live with? We won't even respect the Black lives within our own families. We won't even respect our Black authority. We will not even respect our Black teachers. We don't respect, and I'm losing some of you, and that's quite all right. Because I think right now we want to be on this bandwagon of Black power, which is great, but where's the Black power in our own Black households? I don't understand. This fight of Black Lives Matter starts in the house. Hi, Jacqueline. Thank you for tuning in. Starts in our own households. Where's the protest for our children to do better in school, to get off the block, for the drug dealers to stop recruiting our kids to be in gangs? Where are we with picket signs and protesting Black Lives Matter then? Not saying that we aren't doing things actively in our community. I'm saddened by all of this that's happened. I really am. And it does. I'm a mom of 3 beautiful Black sons. I have uncles, cousins. I have a brother. I mean, listen. So Black Lives Matter to me. But you know where it starts? In my household. It doesn't just start when we were watching someone else lose their life, and now we want to be angry. We kill each other. Do we not? Do we not rob one another on a regular basis? Do we not take something from our own communities that don't belong to us? Do we not become abusive of one another? Hi, Kelvin. Thank you for watching. So what is amazing to me is that we're angry when other people don't value the very lives we don't even respect. How many times did that young lady and those 2 gentlemen that lost their lives at the hands of Caucasian people, hi Al, how many times did they have to fight in their own community to be respected by the same people who look like them, who now fight for them for the honor that they should have received? How long did they fight to get respect in the workplace by their own brethren and sistren? Hi Didi, thank you for tuning in. Hi Anzetta, thank you for watching. So I'm passionate because as a community, as a Black woman who is a mother of Black sons, I understand that there is an injustice. I get that 100%, and thank you for commenting. But the injustice didn't start. Well, it started, okay, we were brought here, we get it, slavery. Hi Naomi, hey Steve, thank you for watching. But we have an obligation as an African American community to do right by each other first. Do unto others as we would have them do unto us, right? So if we are killing each other, if we're not respecting each other, if we're not upholding each other to the same standard that we hold everyone else, how is it that we expect them to hold? How are we holding them to a standard we don't even follow as a community? It takes this for us to say, you know what, we need to band together all the time. And then what happens when it dies down? We go right back to the same crap every single time. It never fails. This isn't the first time. Trayvon Martin, we can go down the list of names of tragedies of African American people that have lost their lives, unfortunately, at the hand of cops or just, people who don't like Black people. We've seen it, but most of the time it's been. And my uncle is a police officer, and he's an amazing father of Black sons, Black daughters. He's an amazing husband to his wife. But where is the Black Lives Matter movement within the Black family across the board? Why do we have so many of our children in the foster system? Black Lives Matter. Why do we have so many of us in crack houses? Because Black Lives Matter. Why do we have not enough of us graduating from college and finishing school? Because Black Lives Matter. I would love to see this become the beginning of something permanent as a movement within the Black community, not just temporary, because right now everybody's at a high, an emotional high of the injustice that's being done. Yes, it is not right. I am not condoning any of it at all whatsoever, but I am flipping it back onto the Black community because as a whole, we've done ourselves an injustice. We don't support each other when it comes to business. We talk about each other when it comes to, the slightest little thing. Women can't even compliment each other these days. It's hard for us to even do business together because you got one person trying to compete with the other all the time. Come on now, I know it's not just me who feels this way, but maybe it's just me just talking about it right now because at the end of the day, we're all blacked out today. And I get it. I love the woman that I am. I'm a Black woman and I'm proud. Very, very, very proud. Let's see, police officers took an oath and we pay them our tax money. Don't uphold them more than we should uphold ourselves. But I want them to hold up the oath that they took, as they should. Until I agree with you 100%. 100%. The same with doctors, the same with anybody in law, judges, attorneys. They all take an oath to protect and serve. And yes, they should protect and serve and do exactly what it is that they take the oath to do. But what about us as a community? What is our responsibility to our own communities? What are we doing on a daily basis in our own communities to build up our own communities? Because our lives matter. Why don't we support Black businesses on a regular basis more? Why not? Why is it hard for us to get along as Black people until something like this happens and then we want to stand together and then we do crazy stuff like steal a police horse? I don't understand what that was all about. I don't even understand why that's funny. It's not funny to me. It's stupid to me because I don't get it. Like, what was the point? Because he could? So it sounds like someone needs to tune into the Black Authority with Jason Black and Tariq Nasheed on YouTube. Well, thank you for promoting them. I'm Spirit McRoy. Thank you for watching. We should support each other. Seriously. There are a lot of things that do go on that are not right, that are not just. I agree with that 100%. I would just really like to see a little bit more unity before things like this happen within the Black community. Really. I really would like to see for us supporting each other and loving each other more and, single moms banding together. And how about how about women not being left to take care of these kids by ourselves? How about that? Yeah, because Black lives matter. Black families matter. We are strong. We are resilient. We know how to bounce back when there's a crisis, unlike any other race I've ever seen. Okay, we've had to do it since the beginning of time. And I hope that doesn't offend anybody in my network because that's not my intent. But it is the truth. We know how to, listen, we will fry some chicken in a minute and go in the neighborhood and make some dinners and feed the whole neighborhood to feed our family and take care of our family. However, I would like to see it when it comes to moments like this, when we're talking about Black Lives Matter, a consistency of support within the Black community. I've seen so many times where you get posts and emails about Black banks. How many of us are banking with a Black bank? Not many of us even know they exist, but they do. Black-owned banks. How come our money is not flowing through? And granted, certain things are rigged and the system is set up a certain way so that we can't get but so far. However, if we can stand united and stand together when it comes to certain things, there are certain things that cannot and probably will no longer happen. Why? Because there's no divide within the Black community. United we stand, divided we fall, right? So if there's no unity within the Black community, that's where they find the divide. That's where they find their entrance. It's easy for the police to burn down their own precinct and blame it on the riots, or blame it on the black community, blame it on angry black people, or angry protesters, when it was them that did. We might do some crazy stuff as a black people, but at the end of the day, we're not going to burn down a precinct. That's what we're not going to do. No, we're not. We're not going to do that, because we don't want to be convicted on the sidewalk, as we've been watching happen. Say, black businesses have also been looted during this outrage. It is very sad. And what I believe the problem is, Jacqueline, with that, and why it's happened, is because we don't know they're black owned. We don't know they're black owned. A lot of people will loot a black business not knowing that it's black owned, because they don't know. Say, my husband was a part of a mentoring program. How do you mentor a child whose parents smoking weed all day, or mentor a child whose parents have anger issues? I agree with you wholeheartedly, but today I want my husband and my 3 sons to walk out and hunt and return. I want my sons to be okay out there. I mean, I'm about to have a grandson, so I get it. You know, the love of my life. I want him to go out and come home safely, 100%. When you're mentoring children who are like, that's what I mean. That is the perfect point of the fact that it starts within our own communities. Why do those parents have anger issues? Where is it coming from? Our children are a duplicate of what they see. A lot of the racism is learned behavior. They don't know why they think we're bad, but they treat us like we are because they're taught that we are, and they don't even understand why. And then they get to know us, and it's like, well, wow, you know. It's like when 9/11 happened. A lot of people, hi Natalie, thank you for watching. A lot of people, you know, Muslims got it for a very long time after 9/11, you know, and they were clumped into this one lump, you know, this one judgment that all Muslim people were bad. And then you get to know Middle Eastern people, and not everybody believes the same way. And it's sad that it's like that, you know what I mean? So our black sons don't have anywhere to process. They do. Their households, their families, their mentors. You learn what you live, yes, but it's up to people like us who have had the opportunity to be educated and to learn something different, to take what we've learned and what we now live and put it out there into the community so that they can see something different. A lot of times we're afraid to either go back and show them something different, or we just stop caring, or we don't think we had that obligation to do that. The only reason, and honestly, if I didn't have black sons, I might be upset, but I might not be as outraged. I don't know. But I know that I want my sons to not have to worry about being judged for something that they didn't do, or being locked up for a crime they didn't commit just because of the color of their own skin. And I have the Rainbow Coalition, so I have one real chocolate and I have one in between, and I have one real fair skin. So I have to talk to them very differently, because even though they're all 3 of them are black boys, they're going to be treated differently out in society because even the shade of blackness. Because let's face it, black people, we treat each other crazy based upon the shades of our skin. You know, I've been called red bone a lot. Like, what is that? I don't understand. Or I get, you know, that backhanded compliment, oh, you're too pretty to be black. What? What the hell is that supposed to mean? We're all beautiful. We're all amazing. We're all, yes, we are magic. So I have a black son and a grandson, so we talk and discuss the issues that they face. Absolutely, as we should. You know, I had the conversation with my 10-year-old son today. And because I wanted him to understand what I was listening to, and, you know, listening to the news, and I was listening to Roland Martin, and he came out and he was like, Mommy, what's that? So I wanted to explain to him what's going on today. And I can't stand the fact that, yes, it is like this right now in my generation and their generation. They have to see it. Hi, Donnie. Thank you for watching. Dion. But at the same time, it's like, it's up to me to instill in them that their life matters, and to give them the foundation of integrity and the building of character that will take them out there so they can have they can show it to other people as well. You know, you have more, You have a lot of bullies out there, yes, especially at that age and teenagers and stuff like that, because they are angry, because they haven't had adults like us to go out there and show them just a little bit of love and show them something a little bit different. You know, I'm outraged too, and nobody should ever lose their life for no reason, just because of the color of their skin. Nobody ever should have to go through that. And yes, we've been lynched from the beginning of, since, 400, 500 years it's been going on. We find a reason to wipe us out, but we also find ways to wipe out our own communities. We also find ways to push away our own families. We also find ways to to not give the love within our own. We don't build anymore, and I don't understand that, because Black lives matter. Our sons and our daughters matter. Our daughters are having babies at young ages because Black lives matter. All of us matter. Black lives matter. If we're going to protest, if we're going to stand up for Black lives because we matter, then let's stand up starting in our households, in our communities. Let's start doing some things actively even more. I know there are so many great people. I have friends who are community activists, who are out there in the inner city, in the urban communities, who work in social work and who work in the system, and who are out there trying their best to make the change with with knowledge and education they have, and they are amazing for it. Some people are just called to that. And some of us are called to the family that we have to raise up great men and great women so they can go out there and make a difference in the world. The difference that maybe we can't make because of where we come from, or things that we're getting over and things that we're limited with. But if we could just really take this movement and turn it within our own homes and turn it within our own communities and let other people see that we really do value our own lives, then just maybe, and maybe it's a long shot, guys, but just maybe, they might actually see it too. Just maybe they won't feel that it's okay to take one of us out because we value our own first. Because we treat each other with respect. We stand united on a united front and we support one another. We brought Black Wall Street back. I mean, man, wouldn't it be something to see that happen in this generation? Of course it would. Yeah, it got burnt down because at the end of the day, we were too successful. But so what? It is who we are. Black business is essential. And it is essential that we support one another. I love my sister friends who are life coaches just like me. And it's great to have a network of other life coaches that we can communicate to each other and say, hey, sis, listen, I need some coaching today. Hey, listen, I have this idea. Why don't we partner together and do this? We don't build because we get too comfortable. Jim Crow's ways are very much still here. We need to value and believe in our people. 100% B. I agree. And that's why I'm saying this, and I'm probably gonna lose a few people in my network because of it. But at the end of the day, that's where it starts. If we really value our lives and our community and our people, if we really do believe that we are magic like we keep screaming that we are, then let's start making the change within our own families and within our own communities, and going to not just the churches, but just finding a way to give back to our own communities so that people out there in the street can see that their lives matter because they are Black. I don't want people to go out and not just go out, but there are so many people that feel so unloved and so underappreciated that are Black, and they don't feel like they matter, and they are Black. I just really believe, hi Eugenia, thank you for watching, that it starts with us showing each other that we are Black and we matter to one another. I think it starts with us, guys. I'm not going to hold you guys long, and I'm not here to preach to the choir, and everybody has their own about all of this. I'm sorry, I lost focus for a second. Everybody has their own opinion about all of it, and as I have mine, but I just really wanted to come on and just say, hey guys, Black lives matter. Yes, they do. If we unite with each other, then the rest of the world will really see that Black Lives Matter, because we're standing together, we're sticking together. Hi, Melvin. We are doing things within our own community on such a united front that there is no way that the rest of the world can't see that we value our own lives. We take care of one another. We take care of our own communities. We find the Black-owned businesses that are out there and we support them. There are Black beauty supply stores, but do we patronize them? Not many of us. There aren't many where I live at. I know that for a fact. But I know in Newark, New Jersey, there are few Black-owned beauty supply stores. So if you know that there are Black-owned businesses in your community, not, you know, the boutiques, and there are McDonald's that are Black-owned. Everybody patrons the fast food stores, but the small businesses, you know, support them. The attorneys, the law firms, and most of them do pro bono work, or they do case by case work. The doctors that are out there. When I lived in Atlanta, all of my physicians were Black. My dentist was Black. My OB-GYN was Black. My primary was Black. Everybody was Black. I supported every Black bit. Of course, and my hairstylist at the time was Black. The beauty supply store I went to was owned by an older Black woman. I tried my best to support Black-owned business. And me now as a Black business owner, I would hope that I can find the same within my own community of African-American people, because we all matter. And it's time, I believe, that we just really start pouring back into each other and pouring back into our own communities, not just with gentrification, but with our finance, with our ideas, just with our support, with our love, with our prayers. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today for Heart and Soul Conversations. You know, I hope I didn't offend anybody. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Andre. Thank you for watching. Hey, Tony. Thank you for tuning in. You know, I'm just really passionate about this, you know, because this is such an injustice that's been going on. It really is. And as a Black woman, yeah, it does hurt my soul. But I also am hurt, too, when we don't value Black lives within the Black community as well. That bothers me just as greatly. Just as greatly it does. So with that being said, guys, to thine own self be true, because that's the only way you can truly be you. And we can't live our best lives until we become our best selves. Black lives matter. And it's time for us to really come together. It is my goal that we be healthy, well, and whole, mind, body, heart, and soul. Till next time, guys. Ciao.